My next question will be for Zainab. Uh, so how can the organization contribute to this entire movement of marriage equality in India? Zainab, I guess you're on mute.
Yeah, I was not able to unmute. Okay, very quickly, and not repeating what Zoya and Manavendra said, I think employers across the spectrum must need to reaffirm, starting with Pride Month, that they will continue to provide safe, comfortable, equal opportunity workspace and to promote authenticity for all of the LGBTIQ plus employees in India. This is a non-negotiable. So if you are part of an ERG, if you're part of the HR team, if you're part of the DNI Council, and if you're leading efforts, please start off with your leadership. Just like Zoya mentioned, a letter from your ND affirming, even though on the 17th of October, the government of India, the Supreme Court did not delve into the cage of marriage equality and left it to legislation, we are here to be able to work with you. So here we are not talking about equality or equity. We are talking about organizations being able to take a proactive role in social justice. When it happened in the case of Posh, when we started looking at SC, ST, OBC related affirmative action, similarly, we need more proactive affirmative action for LGBTIQ people. Uh, Also, when we are talking about marriage equality, being mindful that an LGBTIQ person's idea of marriage equality might be drastically or perhaps totally opposite a cisgendered heteronormative person's idea of marriage equality. The choice of being in a relationship with a partner's gender, sexual orientation, or sex characteristics may be totally different or perhaps vehemently opposite in terms of what people have been seeing, observing, and adhering to. The next is what I'm going to say is a slightly controversial thing, but I feel that if organizations are truly invested in LGBTQ inclusion, for every employee of the organization, they should at least make ₹100 contribution towards looking at ERG, social justice, and working with affected communities to their corporate responsibility program. Till date, there is no guideline which actually says that corporates should work on LGBTQ inclusion as part of their corporate responsibility or corporate citizenship work. There is nothing, however, stopping corporates from being able to do that. If inclusion within the organization is already there, they're already on the path, they're looking at hiring pipelines, talent acquisition. Please put money where it is actually worth. There are so many organizations right in this room who could benefit by this contribution of yours. I think industry leaders today on LinkedIn, on Twitter, are so vocal when it comes to talking about somebody's pronoun or that bus passes when given free, how they're kind of affecting businesses. I think they need to stand up and say marriage equality really plays a fundamental role in shaping an employee's wellness, in retention, in value creation, in wealth creation, and for bringing an increased talent pool to India. I think a few voices like that to the impact will create a big wave moving forward. So whenever the specific committee set up by the Ministry of Law looks into the marriage equality case recommendations that are going in, industry voices which contribute to the economy of this country, when they bolster support, I think people will have to sit up, especially those in positions of power, those in positions of making legislation will have to sit up and look and understand that the India Incorporated is totally standing behind LGBTIQ people.
Thank you so much for articulating it so well. I hope all the employers over here are making notes of that.